Existential crisis. I've only ever seen one Smash JT video. It was about Xseed and Falcom and their weird company policy to completely remove a person's name from their game credits the second they leave their company. I completely agree with the man. I found it despicable, and his video was good. Would never support on Patreon just for that, but it was good. While Jim Sterling, someone I enjoy far more, covered it, I want to see if anyone else had, that made me so freaking mad when I heard about this, because the morning that Jim's video came out, I had purchased Trails of Cold Steel 2 and 3, and was currently thoroughly enjoying 1. The 3 games the female translator's name was removed from, I ended up getting really heated and responding to a lot of comments being like, no big deal, it's common in the industry, on JT's video. I was super mad that people considered it fine. How would you feel if it was your name being erased for something that you worked really hard on and then tried using for a resume only to have them not able to find your name on any of the games? I'm getting way off topic, though that issue just really upsets me because since I had fallen in love with the games her name was erased from, like I stated. Still salty, and their mother freaking response to it, my lord, sorry, back to the point. Smash AT seems like a decent enough guy, and I give him props for responding and not flat out labeling you and refusing to give you attention or traffic. No offense to the man, but the way that comment was structured, it really sounds like an attempt at social climbing through that circle by name dropping all of them. Now he says he has a prior relationship with almost all of them, so maybe I'm wrong, but it reminds me of the time YouTube Amalex was at an event with Pyro Cynical and tweeted out, doing this, doing that, am here with Pyro, like 6 or 7 times just to try and suck some clout from the guy. Name dropping each specifically just sounds like that sort of social climbing or trying to forward your career by defending each and every one of them to gain support or collab opportunities from them. If you had far more subscribers than them combined, would he have taken your side instead? The answer to that question would give me the real insight into his character that I'm looking for. I don't like fence sitters or hoppers that go by subcount or popular opinion, and that's what this struck me as. Again, Smash AT might be a great dude, but that's how I felt. Glad to see you still have time to do your responses. Man, I quite like them. Keep it up. I'll respond to 2 points here. The first thing, that's kind of messed up. I've never heard of that ever happening. Like, on a NES or SNES game, you can't update those games, so you can't update them and take names out of the credit. I didn't know that was possible. I guess through an update, because they do update games nowadays, especially, games like Assassin's Creed Unity that, were very, very unplayable, and then you had all the glitches and everything. So they do update games and put patches in there. I guess it was a patch on Cold Steel, Trails of Cold Steel, and they took out the name out of the credits. I don't see why you would do that unless you maybe had some kind of argument with that person. I mean, have they done this with other people other than this one person? Maybe there's something we don't know here. Was it a bad breakup between this person and the company? Or is this standard procedure? Crisis, is this standard procedure with that company? I don't see any reason why they would, want to do that. It's not like they're taking out something that's maybe in the game. It's just something in the credits. Taking out the name of the credits just seemed like a really scummy thing to do, especially when this person goes to a job and they, try to say, well, this is my resume, I'm in this one, and they can't find them in the credits. I would say if you're working in one of these companies, make sure to, get somewhere in writing that you worked on the game. There has to be some kind of proof somewhere other than, and I think that's on the person. If the person can't get proof that they worked on a game other than their name being in the credits, then they should seek some kind of, they should, while you're working on the game. Like I said, I don't know how a lot of this stuff works, but I will tell you that's kind of crappy. I just don't see why any company would do that. I wonder if that's ever happened in the movie industry, where maybe someone works on a movie and then, they leave that company and then, their name's taken out of the credits in future releases of the movie. Don't know. Now you talk about Smash JT and how that one comment he had seemed like structured like social climbing, an attempt at social climbing. Then you went and talked about the person that kept name dropping Pyrocynical, right? Um, there's two different sides to it. Smash's side is, his claim is uh, that he's friends with a lot of these people. Many of these people help him with his channel, and they're good guys. You know, Radical Reggie is so sweet, and all these people are so sweet. You know, might give you diabetes. They're so sweet, right? My side of it is, I looked at it and I call a spade a spade. You know, the language he used specifically on Nintendo, telling him that he went above and beyond to come to the channel. I'm like, boot licking, plain and simple. I see it as boot licking. You know, now some of these people he might be friends with, he might talk to them a whole lot, but I would say to him, um, these fake friendships that you have on YouTube, they can go away really quickly. And you might say to me like, well, people have real genuine friendships on the platform. Many times I see people have their unions and their partnerships, and it's basically done, and maybe both of them know it. These things are done to grow their channel specifically. It's like a business decision, okay? When a lot of these people talk and they do collabs, you know, it's a business decision to do these things. Not all the time, but some of the time. And I think he's insulting the intelligence of a lot of us. If he wants all of us to believe that he's good friends with all these people, like, come on now. Come on now. Maybe some of them, but not all of them. I like how he developed a backbone and a spine when it came to Dreamcast Guy, though. Later, someone said he relented on it, and maybe he got pressure from some of the people in the gaming cliques or whatever to not go at Dreamcast Guy or whatnot. But he came by, I think it was remember the Piranha Plant glitch upload of mine on Dreamcast Guy? I think he came to that one, and he actually said, you know, we don't agree on a lot of things, but yeah, this guy, he's a big liar. So I'm not saying that Smash JT should go out and make call out videos of Dreamcast Guy or whatever. But if someone asks him, hey, what you think about Dreamcast Guy, you shouldn't give him all this flowery language. You know, if someone asks him about RGT85 and how he is on reviewing things like Joy-Con controllers, you know, you should call it as it is, right? Yes, but yeah, I see he's in a tough spot. He wants to grow his channel, and for whatever reason, you know, it's not growing like he wants it to, and he figures that's a shortcut. You know, who am I to judge, right? So, you know, it seems like a decent enough guy. He's just, you know, I just think he's a bootlicker at the end of the day. So, you know, it is what it is. There's a lot worse people on this platform than a bootlicker. So, you know, and you say, like, what if I had a certain number of subscribers? Your question at the end of this comment was, if I had a lot of subscribers, if, let's say I had 1 million or 2 million or something, would he have taken my side? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. You know, it depends on, you know, if I gave him a shout out, maybe he would. If my subscribers was a lot more than everyone he knew on the platform, then yeah, I think Smash JT would be on Team Radical. You know, that's the weird thing about this. A lot of it comes down to, you know, how many subscribers and how much presence you have on the platform. You know, but like I said, if as far as growing the channel, if I ever had 1 million subscribers, I would kind of hate that because, you know, I would get way too many comments. I couldn't read all the comments, you know. I would have to hire a staff to read the comments, and, you know, comment a day that would just be a freaking mess. So, like I said before, you know, I'm in the opposite position than Smash JT. Smash JT wants to obviously do every single thing he can to grow his channel. Me, I'm just kind of happy. I'm chill.